time. We discuss. Meanwhile, Pasquatch is back to break down all the baseball playoffs. We got baseball coming up tonight right here.
Wow.
But right now, of course,
There's a Blue Jays home run.
It's in the tease, Coach. Most motivational segment, all sports. Also, time we read some viewer mail. No Cowboy Brew today, as I said. I'm trying to retire the character.
Really?
Tried that
You've been
once
trying
before.
for a long time.
And
Now I'm
upset Brew.
Because I didn't replace it.
Got it.
That's the issue. Now I've replaced it.
Oh. A new
With
member
just
of
a
the
thing. No,
Bruniverse?
I'm just trying to get rid of Photoshops in general.
Yeah.
I think that wave crested. Dear Wilds, do you think that Joe Mazzulla and the Celtics coaches would have cooked Brew and his NBA media brethren in his heyday? Thanks, Don. Well, this was the story going around. The Celtics media usually have a media-on-media game. You know, the Boston Herald plays Nesson or whatever it is.
Exactly.
But then Joe Mazzulla said, actually, you know what? We're playing us.
Oh, that's Brew.
So we went
That's
back.
Sky
the-
Hawk for you
No
youngsters.
Yeah.
In the
Jabbar
archive,
used to do
balling.
it.
Brew, if you could have
at
your
that.
dream
Who
team.
is that you're posting up?
Mike Buckland, who played at the University of Georgia.
Yeah, that
He
is true.
played at
He was
Georgia.
a walk-on, but
Buckland
still.
played at Georgia.
Yeah, see, that's who I'm
So,
schooling.
Brew,
right
what's your
there.
dream team of media that you would have to take on Joe Mazzulla and the Celtics?
Well, back in the day, I used to run with Stephen A. He was a good player, could shoot.
Yeah.
Matt Steinmetz. I call him the Larry Bird of the media.
I wonder why.
Very good. But he's white, but he can ball. He can ball. He's like slow, can't jump, but man, you can't stop him.
Bucher you had on your
Rick Bucher is good. Mike Wise, my former
Mike Wise?
colleague
I like
at the
Mike
New York
Wise.
Times, 6'5".
Oh,
We'd have scored more than 4 points. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
We'd have scored more
set
than
a very high bar there, Blue.
Well, that's all I scored.
57
Scored
to
8, you
4.
double them up.
Come on. All
All
right.
right, time now for the Bud list.
Here we go. At number 3, we're going to baseball. It is that time of year. My man, Shohei Ohtani.
Wow.
Now, Shohei, you're in a great position. Yes, I get it. You are struggling. But your team is rolling. All right? Your last 2 series, 6 games, 2 for 25. That's an 80 batting average. 0.80.
Yeah.
All right? So you're obviously struggling, but like I said, the team is rolling. So nobody's jumping on you. And if you guys keep winning, this will be fine. Here's the deal, though. You're the BOAT, the best of all time. And BOATs, Michael Jordan, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, BOATs get it done in the biggest games. All right, last year in the World Series, hit 105 or something like that in the World Series last year. So you struggled in the World Series last year. If you win it this series, win the World Series, people won't really focus on the struggles. But for your individual accolades, I know you want to perform better, and your team's going to need it. Now, the thing is, you have, unlike everybody else in history except Babe Ruth, you have 2 ways to get it right. And you're not starting tonight in Game 3, but you will start on the mound in Game 4. So even if you don't hit well, if you pitch lights out, then that'll be huge for you. So nobody can say that you choked or you're not, getting it done in the postseason. So, Bo, I believe in you. I'm expecting a bounce-back game tonight, Coach. All right, at number 2, let's get to the gridiron. Nick Sirianni. Not Jalen Hurts.
Good.
Nick Sirianni. The amount of turmoil that seems to follow not only Eagles' losses, but wins is incredibly unusual. And Nick, look, there's some on this show that don't think you're all that hot. I think you are a very good coach. I mean, I don't know if we have the graphic of your win percentage.
It's high.
It's incredible. I mean, look at this. Like, most of those guys aren't even modern day. All of them are not modern day. John Madden's the closest. So you are doing a phenomenal job. Obviously, you have the Super Bowl win and another Super Bowl appearance. And so that gives you the cachet to go ahead and just keep this stuff out of your locker room. You got to talk to the players about, look, after a loss, obviously after a win, let's say the right thing to the media. Let's not criticize our teammates and things like that and talk about what's wrong. if we're winning games. We can talk about it internally, but we don't have to go to the press with it. And this supernatural funk stuff has to end. It cannot be revisited. And I would say this, tonight or this weekend when you guys play, get the ball to Saquon Barkley in the passing game. He's not running the ball well, but get it to him in the passing game. Get a few touches in the run game for A.J. Dillon to spare, Saquon some hits. And I would say get it early to A.J. Brown, keep him happy. But most importantly, get the W. Nick, I actually believe in you. I really do. All right, number 1, Tua. Tough week. Tough year.
Yeah.
Tough year. 1-5. Y'all might not know this. First season of Tua's career where he is under 500 in games he started.
Yeah.
Like Tua has won. We haven't ranked him as an elite quarterback even when he had elite numbers a couple years ago. But he has won. I know he hasn't beaten great teams, but he has won a lot of games and made a difference for that team. This year, of course, they're 1-5. You lost your best receiver in Tyreek Hill. Your coach seems to be in a lame duck situation, Mike McDaniel. And you have made some ill-advised comments. Now, I respect that you came out and apologized for it. And I actually like your demeanor. Like, you speak with authority in a press conference. He really does. Yeah. Like, after big losses, you played terribly, but you're speaking with authority, which I like. You just have to understand when you don't play well, or even if you do, you can't point the fingers at your teammates. You're trying to be a leader. I get it. But do that in the locker room. You can't be pointing your fingers at your teammates in the media. So, look, it's a get-right game this weekend against Cleveland. They're 1-5 like you. Now, they're looking at you. Dylan Gabriel's looking at you guys like, oh, it's time to get my first W. But you guys should go out there and beat the Cleveland Browns. You must win, and you must play well. And if you don't play well, if you don't win, don't point the fingers at your teammates. Point them at yourself. What is it? What is that saying?
Point thumbs, not fingers.
Point thumbs, not fingers. There you go. Tua, I believe in you. I believe in your character. I'll say that.
That's great.
You know what I love about the Bud Light?
What, Coach?
It's constantly evolving. So not only are you giving the motivational segment, but you're giving scouting reports to Sirianni. You Saquon in the passing game. And like there's layers to it.
I'm all about helping.
It's so good.
I'm all about helping.
So I'm just gonna add one person. It hurts me a little bit to add this guy because he's near and dear to my heart. I'm gonna add Jaden Daniels to this list.
Ooh.
And here's why. So he had the disastrous sort of end of game last week, and he also had the pick that was in the red zone, so he lost points there, and then they turned around and got a field goal, and then he had the fumble late, so that's last week. And then 4 out of the last 5 games, you've been trailing by 10 points in each of those games, and you lost 3 of them. So that's problematic as well. Now you go into this week, and you're facing the number 1 offense with points, and I think they're number 2 in yards, so a high-powered offense. Dak's playing outstanding. But the good news is you're facing the number 32 defense in points and 31 in yards, so you have an opportunity to be outstanding as well. I think Dan Quinn should give you an edge defensively from his experience with Brian Schottenheimer and with Dak Prescott. And now for you, this division has changed dramatically with the way that Philly's fallen off. You have a real opportunity that wasn't here 2 weeks ago to make this much more interesting as we enter sort of the mid part of the season.
I like that, Coach. I like that. Coming off a bad game, facing a bad defense, it is a perfect get-right game, as we say.
Gotta have it.
Ooh, we're a little bit early.
No, it's usually 4:10.
Oh, that was 4:12.
No, it's supposed to be 4:10.
Oh, we're a little bit late.
Well, it's 4:10:40 right now, so that means whether you like it or not, it's time for the Sports Media Ombudsman.
So here's the deal.
All right.
I had a plan this week to not do the Sports Media Ombudsman.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I was going to do a regular Bud List edition like we used to, and then I was going to have the Pass Squatch come on and do his own Sports Media Ombudsman in place.
Oh.
Kevin Wildes vetoed it. I said to him, I didn't even know he had veto power. He was like, obviously.
Well,
leader of the show, I had veto power.
Now the past watches.
I thought it would be fun. I thought a player coming in, ripping the media potentially could be fun. Didn't happen. So now I'm a little up in the air.
Now we're
So
getting behind the scenes
I
of
could have done a sports media ombudsman about the dopes on 97.1 The Fan in Detroit, Mike Valenti and company, who have not stopped whining about the penalty all week long. Yes, we've been listening. One guy wanted 4 taunting penalties called on Mahomes. These babies. Your team's been good for 3 years. You act like you've been there before. But I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to do a regular Bud List edition.
Good.
Like we used to.
This is great.
Wow.
Why'd I do the intro?
I don't know. So I am putting Zaire Franklin, Colts linebacker, on the Bud List because he did the single most dangerous thing you can do in football. Little salty language here, kids. This is courtesy of the Club 520 podcast, which, again, not safe for work. We've cleaned it up as best as we can. Here's Zaire Franklin when asked about Juju Smith-Schuster getting cheap shotted.
First of all, Juju needed his.
Damn.
Let's just go there. Number one.
Why does everybody say that?
Him specifically really needs his.
What do you mean wrong with Juju?
Like, bro, he been needing his for a minute. Brian Bears doing the work of the Lord, bro. Whoop that man, bro.
Brew, I don't know if your earpiece was working. The
the
short version of it is he said Juju needed his butt whooped,
Yeah.
and then he said it repeatedly. So the most dangerous thing in football you can do is, of course, give the Kansas City Chiefs, and most notably Patrick Mahomes, actual bulletin board material.
Is it coming out?
No, it's not.
Oh.
But I have retired the bulletin board for now. I decided it was only deserving when the Chiefs were the actual defending champions.
We're getting there.
Otherwise, but let me just explain though. The Chiefs have a tough schedule. Coming a tough schedule all year. They don't have many non-premier primetime games. They only have a few 1 o'clock Sunday starts all year. One of them is the Colts game, which comes right after the Broncos game, huge divisional game, and 4 days before the Cowboys game on Thanksgiving, which I'll go ahead and say will be the most watched regular season game the NFL's had, maybe ever. If there was ever a time the Chiefs might not be fully locked in for an opponent, it would be sandwiched in between. It goes Bills game, Broncos game, Cowboys game on Thanksgiving, that Colts game. Well, now they will be.
Yeah.
You've got Zaire Franklin out here, and he went on much longer talking about Juju Smith-Schuster. It's all been going so well for the Colts this year. They've been flying under the radar. They're 5-1 with no controversy. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, if they stay this hot, the team they're going to be competing with for the 1 seed is the Kansas City Chiefs. Beating the Chiefs in that game when you already have this type of lead would give you probably an insurmountable edge. Zaire Franklin going on Jeff Teague's podcast talking crazy about a game he had nothing to do with. What are you thinking? Zaire Franklin, I don't believe in you, even though you were all pro last year. I think it's a bad job by him.
Can I tell you something? You got to open up the aperture a little bit on Sports Media Ombudsman. Jeff Teague's podcast is within your jurisdiction.
It's media.
Yeah.
You're right. Sports Media Ombudsman.
Sports Media
yeah,
Ombudsman
exactly
is back.
Yeah, we're back.
I'm putting I'm putting Father Time on the Bud List. Quick story. Now that we're getting a little bit closer to Halloween, I don't know if anyone is a fan of horror movies. I don't know if you're a fan of horror movies. Are you, Chris? Ever watch a horror movie?
Yeah, I'm sure he's seen it. Doesn't really
I've
seem like
seen
his
them
cup